give you this world. I can give you all the things of this world if you will bow down and worship. You know, the Lord, he went through them, man. You know?
It's Luke 14:27. And whosoever doth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Yep. And we go into that word to bear. Yep. It's so it says to bear what is burdensome. Like everything that comes with this walk.
Look up cross also. I want to see what it says. I wonder if it's going to be literal or if it's going to be figurative answer as well.
Every man in this truth got their own affliction. Yep. Their own chastisement they receive from the Heavenly Father.
Yep.
Yeah, the word there for a cross. Storos.
It's definitely the Lord is making you a worthy vessel. You know? That's why He pushes you through chastisement.
This is the crucifixion which the anointed underwent. Yep. An upright stake, especially appointed one, used as such offenses. How to say it? Cross.
There's no figurative in there? I'm saying because as a brother, okay, you got it.
You go into the Strong's definition.
Yep.
It says exposure to death.
Yep. And coming out here, you get exposed to death. Hey, when we first that was here at the beginning, you got right here with a knife on the edge. He was on the edge, bro. You know, he could have just buzzed out. You know, he could have been one of them guys.
He was in a wheelchair, but he could walk.
Yeah, exactly.
So we could have us. You know, we kind of knew we seen it before, so we knew he wasn't crippled. But you know, you never know.
Wasn't that the guy that got stuck in the street?
No.
Okay.
He started displaying all his problems.
Yeah. Yep. He knew where to go. But figuratively, every man has their own cross that's weighted for you, that your soul can carry, that's particularly damaging, if you will, to you, burdensome to you. That's a better word, burdensome to you. That you, but it's always said that you can overcome it.
It's part of that straight gate.
It's part of that straight gate. But it seems a lot of times it seems insurmountable. But it's not you in the flesh that can do it. It's you with your faith and your hope that can overdo it, and the grace that can overdo it, that can overtake it. If you can endure it, you persevere. All right, so we can go back.
Yeah, even Paul said in 1 Corinthians 15th chapter, and why stand we in jeopardy every hour?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because if you read the afflictions that he went through, he told you everything he was going through.
Yeah. A lot.
Shipwreck. He was in danger of his own countrymen, robbers. Thrice he was beaten.
She gave up the ghost.
Yeah, he gave the ghost.
Yeah. He was stoned
to
by a viper.
Yeah.
Hit, by a snake. Thrown in a prison.
Yep.
He was, brought before the king and the governor.
Yep.
He went through it all just to preach our side,
He
man.
said fastings often.
Yeah.
Fastings often.
And that make you think like some of them was.
Oh yeah, nah. Some of them.
Yeah, he didn't
have no choice,
that.
bro.
Yeah. He was hungry. You know.
He was in peril of false brethren.
Yep.
Party agents among them too.
Yep.
Dealt with all that.
And this is all the path of things that we signed up to endure to earn salvation. And I say it that way, because that's how I look at it. Like, I got to keep doing it so I can earn it. It's something I have to physically do to get it. It's not, even though we know it's going to happen for the elect, but those works are going to be there as you do it as well. Because that would just be a natural part of what you do in getting it. The elect are going to do the works that give them the salvation.
Yeah, it's Job 14:14 in the NIV. It says, if someone dies, will they live again? And continuing, all the days of my heart's service, I will wait for my renewal to come.
Yep. Hey, that's funny because the old man dies in this thing, and all your life that you think that you had, all them lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life that we were living before coming to this truth, that has to die off. Once that dies off, now you're waiting for the righteous good things to come. Now you're waiting for the righteous, and having that earnest of the Spirit, you get a piece of that. You get a piece of that here. You get to see the fruits of the Spirit working for you. You get brethren that are going through it, that give you the heads up on what's going on, that you don't have to go on. You're coming into a problem, but a brother that's been through that problem, that can lead you out of that problem. How they, give you the spirit of how to. This is how I deal with it, bro. This is what I do. When it comes up, or vice versa.
Yeah, it makes you feel you're not alone.
Man, that comfort is man. Think if you was the only one that knew this. The Pops was talking about that. But like I was the only one that knew this. So to see that there's others, man, that's a weight off my shoulders off the top.
What was it? Isaiah, Jeremiah. He thought he was the only one that was prophesying.
Yeah.
In that time.
And you're gonna feel alone a lot in this truth, but at the end of the day, that's just part of your cross. When you do gather up with other men that believe the same thing and have the same expectation and hope, and that's looking out for your best interest, that's when you be like, man, that's when you really gonna have that comfort. Like, man, this is nothing greater. This can only be of the Heavenly Father that put this together. All right? Now I don't want to go too far that way.
What was that you just read?
Job 14 and 14.
God. That's also dealing with, waiting until we get changed
Right.
from these mortal bodies to those immortal bodies.
Yep.
Right.
That's what I was trying to mean.
So
Read it
whether we
again,
live,
so-
whether we die,
Right.
we come back, we're going to come back with immortality.
That's it. Just like it says, like Job said, we wait for our renewal, man. Through this hard service, because it's gonna get real testy soon, man. The real test is gonna come soon, where our faith is really gonna be put to the test,
To the extreme.
Everything we learned, everything we've been rehearsing, we're gonna have to apply it, like to a next level. We're gonna have to take our faith is gonna have to be taken to a next level, man. Because just like Satan took everything that Job had, well, guess what? It's coming for us too. It's coming for us too. We're everything that we think we have and we own, family, that includes family.
That was the first thing that took our household off the top. That was the first bearer of bad. Only one survived to come tell it, and not only I was left to tell it. The first thing he lost was his family. Then all of his assets went next. Like they were coming back to him. He was like, fuck.
Then Satan was attacking him in the flesh.
Yeah.
And physically,
And that's when the next thing's like, hold on, okay, but he got us out, so he's still feeling good. Let me get him on that way, but just don't kill him. And that's at the edge, even to the threat of death.
Think about this: is untested faith?
That's true. How do you know?
How do you
Your faith gotta be tested.
Yeah.
It gotta be proven.
Because like the Christian niggas in the Christian church say they got faith and they believe, but they really haven't been. They ain't been tested.
They think they're gonna be raptured and they don't have to go through anything.
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah.
They don't ever have to be tested.
They don't have to go through anything.
And it's nice to have I'm gonna use like a katana sword or something. It's nice to have a sword and it's beautiful and it's shiny and it's supposed to be the sharpest thing ever. But until that's tested in war, hey, when I was reading what was that, Samuel, where David put on Saul's armor, he was like, I haven't tested it yet. I don't want to go out with this. I haven't tried it yet. I'm not going with it. I can't, So things have to be tested. For him to put his faith in his armor, it had to be proven and tested first. Same with the sword, same with us. And this is part of the testing, this time that we're living in now. Y'all got it.
I got a quick script.
Yep.
This is Sirach 6 and verse Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first and be not hasty to credit him. The reason why I brought that out is, hey, why was the Most High calling Abraham his friend? Because Abraham's faith was tested, it was proven.
Yep. The whole Isaac situation.
Yeah.
He was already doing
about
the
to give up his own son.
He was paying his tithes to Melchizedek.
Melchizedek.
He was doing what he was supposed to
He
do.
left the land of his nativity because the Lord promised him that he was going to give to his seed an inherited land that was inhabited by Hamites. He got tested throughout the whole way.
Yep.
And that's the story of the elect.
That's the elect right there.
You know, Abraham was uncircumcised when he paid his tithes. You know, when he Lord met him. You know.
That's why the scriptures.
But he got
talk about
but he got
the faith of
circumcised.
Abraham. You know.
He circumcised everybody on that day.
Yes. Because ultimately the Lord is looking for loyalty and obedience.
Mm-hmm.
He was obedient the entire time.
Yeah.
That's what the Lord is looking for, man.
Obedience is better than
To
sacrifice.
obey is better than sacrifice.
Obedience and obey go hand in hand. It's like the root word. So.
Yeah. So yeah, the Lord is gonna prove. He's gonna prove his friends. You know.
Oh, somebody real. I get it. I don't know right now.
That's a beautiful saying. You know, is untested faith really faith?
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 3:13. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. That fire is talking about the fire of adversity.
This is 1 Peter 4:12. It says, Beloved, think ye not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing had been done to you. But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. Verse 14, if ye be reproached for the name of Yahweh, happy are ye, for the spirit of glory and of Yahweh rested upon you. On their part he is evil spoken of, but on your part he is glorified. It says, but let none of you suffer as a murderer, or as a thief, or as an evildoer,
A sinner, basically.
or as a
Clean that up.
busybody.
Oh, let me say this. Because you can clean those sins up. You can control those sins. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You got to.
Or as a busybody in other men's matters. Yet if any man suffer as one of the anointed, let him not be ashamed. Let him glorify Yahweh on his behalf.
I got one right quick. 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse. I'll get you right to the point.
And that's another thing. The way the Lord, deals with us is how you know He only loves you. The way He deals with us is like He molded and crafted us throughout this whole ordeal. I'm gonna put you through a series of tests.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miraculously deliver you out of it once I put you through it. I'm gonna give you instructions on how to deal through it. Like, just the way He's been dealing with us all this time shows you that He only loves Israel. When you read, was that Exodus, the 4th chapter? He pretty much tells you, like, what other nation can say that I've done this with them.
Right. And I'm sure every brother has a testimony of ways that the Most High has worked you all the way to right here. And you hit a brick wall, you thought somehow you got through all them trials, tribulations, fire, and brick walls to still make it right here today in fear of Yahweh. We all probably have that testimony.
And even in the world, to be a part of anything great, you have to be proven, man.
Yep.
You know, you to be an elite soldier in Esau's army, right? They put you through Hell Week.
Yeah. Shit.
Boot camp, all that. Yeah.
You know,
Like they say,
rigorous, man.
like a Navy SEAL got to go through
They
shit.
call it Hell Week or some shit like that.
I think it's longer than a week, bro.
Yeah. it's for Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
I think Green Berets also. They got like mental shit.
And they say, and I've heard of those Navy SEALs. A lot of them say, yes, yeah, the physical thing sucks, but it's mental.
Yeah.
It's more mental.
I think they waterboard your ass. And shit?
Yeah, they just do all kinds of shit to you. But it's more mental. It's your mind that's telling you to quit, but it's also your mind that's telling you to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
You know. So we it's the same, almost the same thing with us. You know?
That's why I tell people about Like, it's niggas up and